Wow. I don't know if you guys recognize that song, but it was Baraka za Mungu, right?
Yes, it was.
Baraka za Mungu. That one. Man, I've
Yeah.
never heard it sound so good. Karibu sana to the
Thank you.
show. Bula,
Asante
the
sana.
saxophonist. Great to have you here.
Good to come. Good to be on show with
Man,
you.
dude, you should have been here, several times ago. That was fantastic.
Thank you so
I
much.
absolutely love the saxophone.
I'm
It's
glad
one
you
of
do.
mine.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Please tell us a bit about your journey. When did you get started playing the sax?
That was back in 2007, 2008, when I joined a music school in Kampala, Africa Institute of Music,
Okay.
where I did music for 5 years, and I did a exchange study program in South Korea, music as well,
Wow.
performing and studying music.
Wow.
Yes, I've been playing for quite a bit.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What led you to the sax specifically?
I play many instruments actually.
Oh, okay.
I play piano, drums, bass.
Wow.
All courtesy of having been raised in a musical environment.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always been surrounded by instruments and musicians and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a beautiful journey. I've been
Yeah.
able to tour to so many countries across the world, performing and just entertaining people
Wow.
in music.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. That's really, really awesome. Tell
Yeah.
us a bit about your actual saxophone instrument. It looks super fancy.
It
and
does?
not like the ones we know with the, what is that called? Like the tube part that comes out?
Yeah, the
There's
bend.
different types of saxophones.
Yeah, there's different types. Now, this is a soprano saxophone. Now you have a bent soprano as well. It's basically the same thing, with a bend at the end of the bell. But the most popular ones are the straight soprano saxophones.
Okay.
Yeah, but then we have the alto saxophone, which I usually play actually.
Yeah.
But today I just decided to come with the soprano. I thought maybe this might impress you.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. Very impressed. It looks, first of all, it looks beautiful, really shiny.
It does?
Yeah, it looks great. So, tell us a bit about now, I mean, you've talked about having traveled to different countries
Yeah.
and just having the experience to play and perform there. I wonder, what some of your highlight experiences have been. How does it feel like, traveling to a different culture? And the thing about your instrument is there's no words necessarily associated with it. What will happen is maybe someone will associate a song and begin singing it themselves, which is a really cool experience to give someone.
Yeah.
But are there any sort of standout experiences that you want to share?
Well, they say music is a universal language. So when it comes to musical instruments, especially melodious ones or melodic ones like the saxophone, you don't have to understand what I'm playing. If it sounds good, it sounds good,
Yeah.
whether you know the song or not. So some of these guys might not have known that I was actually playing Baraka, but they know it sounds good.
Yeah.
So they'll enjoy it. So it has a way of, touching you. I've been told by people that when you play, I get goosebumps. I don't even know the song you're playing, but it feels so good. I get goosebumps.
Yeah.
So what is that? It's there's a spirit behind music.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially when you're
Absolutely.
playing a musical instrument like that, one doesn't have to really understand what you're playing. But I've had so many highlight experiences in life, especially performing. But I guess one of them would be looking, at your crowd and knowing that they're really enjoying and having so much fun. And people go through lots of things in life. I just heard you guys talking about cheating and all that
Pretty
stuff.
serious stuff.
Yeah, pretty serious stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some pretty heavy stuff. So
I was telling guys, maybe they'll need to call you afterwards, like they need to make amends with their relationships.
Yeah.
They might have to give you a call afterwards to put up a very special performance to say sorry.
Absolutely.
But you're right, guys go through difficult
So
times.
people are out there and you're performing for them and they're so happy, and you might just find 50 or 70% of these people have been cheated on, so they have their hearts broken and stuff. And just that moment where you're actually able to bring happiness into their lives
Yeah.
is a big deal for me.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a really big deal.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And you, of course, you are a Ugandan musician, composer, singer, songwriter, and you've been revered as East and Central Africa's finest saxophonist. I mean, what, a title and what an honor bestowed upon you.
Yeah, I'm
And
humbled.
you've shared the stage with numerous artists and musicians. Are there any sort of names you want to throw out for us?
Yes, Kakwelam,
Wow.
Norman Brown,
Mm-hmm.
Salif Keita, many artists.
That's
actually.
incredible.
Yeah.
How does it feel like to be standing among the greats, literally?
It feels phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels really good. It feels great. It's not something that you happen to experience every time.
Right.
Yeah, but once you do, like Norman Brown is my good friend. Norman Brown is a Grammy Award-winning guitarist from the U.S. We speak a lot actually on WhatsApp and stuff. So at first you can't believe. Then the more you talk, it gets normal. So you just
Okay.
become friends after
All right.
that. Yeah.
Well, someone here is saying, wow, he's so talented. I really love it. Can you ask him if learning it takes time and is it hard? And you say you're so in love with the technique of playing it. Gosh. So what is the process of learning to pick up this instrument and to play it well? What
Well-
goes into playing the sax? Of course, I was watching you. My granddad used to play the sax. I know there's a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I come
What's his
from a
name?
very musical. No, he passed too. So.
No, what was his name? I'm really curious to
No,
know.
no,
I'm
no.
really
I
curious.
don't want to talk
Okay,
about it
okay.
on air.
All
But
right.
obviously, there's a lot as far as your breath support and how you blow out the air into the instrument. So maybe
Yeah.
you could just give us a very overview crash course about playing the saxophone and how someone else can learn to pick it up.
Okay. All right. So I'm a saxophone teacher, by the way. I teach many instruments. I have a music school called Sanyu School of Music.
Okay.
We are in Tamambo, Karen,
Okay.
every Saturday and Sunday. So one of the things that you need to know about playing the saxophone is breath control. And what you do with your breath is pretty similar to what you do when you sing, but on a more conscious level now, just blowing out. Like that. So some people think you sing into the instrument.
No.
Yeah, you just blow air into it.
Yeah.
Like, and then it does the singing.
Yeah.
It does the singing as you change your fingers like
Right.
this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So what I just did is the D major scale. Let me demonstrate for you.
Yeah.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. With the octave key here.
Okay.
Do.
Okay.
So let me play it.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
It's
But
pretty
you know
easy.
what? I think you can always tell a very experienced saxophonist
Yeah.
from one who's maybe just starting out.
Yes, you can.
With the smoothness of the notes.
Yeah.
So what creates that? What creates that smoothness? Is it your breath control? Is it the movement of your fingers being like really on time? What creates that?
So actually, after you've done the basics, like breath and fingering, now you get into the deeper things like embellishments, breath control, accentuations. So sometimes you need to blow hard, sometimes you need to blow soft. And when you blow hard and soft repeatedly, but fast, that's called vibrato. Like... vibrato, right? People do it when they sing.
Yeah.
Barakaza Mungu, right? So you do the same with the saxophone.
Yes.
Now, embellishments are just little things that you do, flickers that you do here and there
The runs
to
and
spice up,
stuff.
to spice up the melody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean that instrument is so beautiful and so shiny.
Yeah.
Is it expensive?
Depends on what type you're buying.
Okay.
Yeah. If you buy a student version, of course, it can be as expensive as the professional version.
Okay.
Yeah. You can find...
Good to know then there are student versions.
Yes, there are. You can buy a saxophone for 25K.
Okay. That's the
on
student
Amazon.
version?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
a professional one, like what are we talking about?
You're talking about $3,000 to $15,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's quite an investment. That's like
Yeah.
over 300,000.
But of course, you can
shillings
get a professional
upward.
saxophone cheaper. Depends on the material again.
Sure.
Yeah.
So and that's a good
some
question,
people have
actually.
real pearls here.
Real what?
Real pearls like
Okay.
or ivory expensive things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
What is this made of? What material is this?
Brass.
Okay.
Brass, and sometimes it's just fake gold spray or
Right.
whatever. So, but if it's a proper gold spray, then that also takes the price higher.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So for someone who's keen on learning this, how much time should they sort of be giving themselves? Like, what's a typical course, time frame?
It depends on many things. One is consistency with practice. The thing about music is one has to dedicate lots of time in practice. So the more you practice, the quicker you learn. If you only practice once a week, 30 minutes, it'll take you much longer to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are people who practice 5 hours a day, every day.
Yeah.
And you'll find a person like that gets to really play in 6 months.
Sure.
Or a year, But basically, give it between 6 months and, to be really good, 5 years.
Wow. Okay. And considering you've said you play so many different instruments,
Yeah.
The piano, which I play.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Since I was
you
6.
keep pulling out surprises. Huh? Like,
Piano, drums, guitar, now the sax. Do you have a favorite among them?
this is my favorite, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is my favorite.
The saxophone,
I
honestly,
began with
it's
the
a very
piano.
sensual instrument, though.
Yeah.
It's very romantic.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think there's just a way that the sax can really move emotions and express the vibratos and all those things that you're talking about. So
Yeah.
super cool. Someone here is saying, I love his skill. I was just singing along that song and I really enjoyed. I'd like to be trained to play the piano and guitar because I love music. I'm actually on a journey to writing my own song composition and I'd like to learn playing instruments too. You're asking if he does training. Yes, he does. So maybe this would be a good point for you to actually just let us know how people can reach out to you.
Oh yeah. So our school is we're starting the school. So it's in Tamambo, Karen. We'll be doing lessons on Saturdays and Sundays. Saturday from 1 to 7.
Okay.
And Sundays all day. So people are welcome to come through. Yeah, we'll be doing piano lessons, saxophone lessons, violin lessons, guitar lessons,
Yeah.
drum lessons.
Yeah.
So you can also reach us on there's a Facebook
Sure.
page for the school, Sanyu School of Music.
Okay.
Yeah, SANYU.
Okay.
Sanyu School of Music.
All right.
Yeah, we have a bunch of very experienced musicians and teachers who do the teaching.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you get ready because I want you to take us out. We've come to the end of our show and I want him to close for us with another piece. Maybe you can tell us quickly what it is.
I want to give you the chance to choose what piece I should play.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so much pressure and I have to rush. I need to wrap up the show, so I'm not going to be able to multitask right now. Today you'll get to pick. Next time you come, I'll pick, okay?
All right.
All right. So let me wrap up the show and say thank you guys so much for being a part of today's program. I certainly do appreciate you guys. Let's meet you again tomorrow from 8 to 10 a.m. for even more Full Circle with Joyce. Shout out to everybody who sent in a comment today. Much love to you. Stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you soon. I leave you now with Bula taking us to the top of the hour. Ciao. incredible.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm speechless. That was absolutely incredible.
Thank you so
much for coming
Thank
onto
you.
this
So
show.
my name is Bula. Of course, people can follow me on Instagram. That's now my personal information.
Yeah. What is your Instagram page? What is your Instagram page?
Instagram is Bula _ BWLA _
Okay.
and YouTube Bula Brian Mugenyi.
All right.
Yeah.
Wah! I just got my whole life put together with that saxophone. Thank you guys once again. Let's see you tomorrow. Ciao.